Howdy folks, Alex from SKYMO Radio Gear Company here, and today I'm sitting in a 2022 GMC Sierra. I have a SKYMO adjustable radio mount here, and we're going to test out a few different places in this truck to see if this is going to work. So let me zoom in on the console, and that's going to be our first test location. The first location that I want to look at is right here, and it's going to be this cup holder, and I can tell you right off the bat this is not going to work, just because as you can see this is overlapping with the seat here. So if you tried to put a radio here, it's just going to be hitting the seat. So no go on the rearward cup holder. Let's see, this frontmost one though, that does look like it could work, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down and then we'll check it out. Now, if you're not familiar with how this adjustable radio mount works, essentially it's two pieces that bolt together using these two bolts. And the reason we call it adjustable, obviously, is because it fits quite a wide range of vehicles because it has that adjustability. So these two pieces, we call this the cup holder piece and we call this the mounting plate piece. They can be varying widths apart. So as long as you're installing it somewhere that's within the clamping range of the mount, you can get a nice secure fit. When you're tightening it, it helps to alternate between these two and just keep them as even as possible. And that is feeling really, really solid. So frontmost cup holder, I would give this a thumbs up on this console. That's going to work great. Now I do want to mention too that it does come with different length bolts. So there's 4 different lengths of bolts that come with the mount. So as you're tightening this down, and I can see if I can show you here, as you're tightening this down, you may come across a situation as we have here where the bolts are sticking out the back side of the mount. So if you do find that your bolts are sticking out the backside like this when you're installing this, the bolt lengths that come with it are in 1/2 inch increments, and you could just substitute in the next shortest size, and then these bolts won't be sticking out the back. Okay, so that worked great. Now the next spot I want to test this out in is going to be between the cup holders right here. So I'll loosen it and try it again. Okay, so here we are installed between the cup holders. Now a lot of people use the adjustable mount between the cup holders because then you kind of retain use of your entire cup holder. In this case, the space between them isn't very big. This piece is 2.5 inches wide, and it's kind of sticking into both cup holders now. So I don't know if that would actually be a useful alternative to just using this frontmost cup holder for you, but it does work, it does secure in place. Now this piece is curved to fit a cup holder, but it does come with this little insert that you can stick on there that kind of adapts it to be a flat surface. Most of the time I would recommend doing that if you're going to be installing it on a flat surface like this, but in this case this is so wide that you kind of need all of this 4-inch bolt that you can use. But in this case I did not put the insert in here, even though this is a flat surface, and it's still holding really well. Okay, so that wraps up the spots I wanted to check on the front of this truck. Let's move to the back seat and we'll test it on the cup holders back there. Okay, we've moved to the back of the truck. So I do get questions about mounting radios in these rear cup holders every so often. So I do want to test the adjustable mount in these cup holders just to see if it will work. Now, as you can see, we're testing the cup holder itself right now, and I will say that it works with a caveat, and that caveat is that I had to use the adapter that comes with the adjustable radio mount between the cup holder and the cup holder piece here, and I'll show you what that looks like when I take it apart in a second. But essentially without it, this space right here is too thin for the adjustable mount to clamp to. So using that as a shim works, and these cup holders are flat enough that you can fit it in there and it is effective. And as you can see, that is secured really well in place there. So yes, this will work. You can make it work with the components that come with the adjustable radio mount. You just have to use that insert piece as a shim to kind of expand this width. Now this is what that insert piece looks like that I've mentioned a couple times. And it just sits right here and adapts that curved surface to be flat. And the fifth and final place I wanted to test out this adjustable radio mount was right here between the cup holders. And this works in some trucks. Unfortunately, in this console, I'm going to have to give it a thumbs down. That is not going to work. Reason being that this space between the cup holders here is just too high up. So you can't get the adjustable radio mount down in there far enough to get a good clamp. And every time I tried to tighten these bolts down, it just kind of popped up and off. So unfortunately, between the cup holders is going to be a no. Now guys, that covers all the places I wanted to test in this truck. 3 out of 5 of them is going to work great. Unfortunately, those 2 locations, the rearmost cup holder in the front and then between the cup holders in the back, it's not going to work in those locations. But if you did want to put it in any of the other 3, it's going to work great. Now we do make a custom fit radio mount for this console. It fits on the console right here in that cup holder. But a lot of people like the adjustable radio mount, even if we do have a custom fit mount for their truck, because you can move it between trucks, you can put it in different locations, so it gives you a little bit more flexibility over the custom fit mounts that are really made for one specific part of one specific truck. So with that, I'm going to sign off. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.